All right, gang, welcome in. It is time for the Friday Night Showdown. You know this. It is A-Bomb with you. Hope you had a great week. You're watching Coast to Coast, and the Giants and the Braves getting set for baseball battle. And what is especially notable about this game? Well, the magic number is down to 1. That's something to really celebrate. Like, that's what the baseball season's all about. Once you get that magic number down to 1, you know good things are about to happen. So, in case you don't know what that means, if the Braves win tonight, the East is ours. Or if we lose and the Nationals also lose, the East is ours. So let's go ahead and wrap up this division tonight so we can maybe get guys some rest before the playoffs start and all of that good stuff. So this is the record for your Atlanta Braves coming in tonight, 94-60. There are 8 games left, including this one. And so that means if we're going to hit that 100-win mark, we can only lose 2 more games all season long. Not that that's really terribly important. It's more of a psychological milestone. And here we go. First pitch of the game is a pop-up from San Francisco. Ozzie Albies has it, and that's out number 1. And I didn't even have time to tell you who the pitcher is. It is Folty going tonight for Atlanta. Folty brings a 7-5 record, a 4.80 ERA for the 27-year-old, and he's been pitching pretty damn well lately, considering he had to go down to AAA Gwinnett in the middle of the season. Here's Brandon Belt batting second for the Giants, and he looks at a ball. It's 1-0 on him. So Folty on the mound for Atlanta tonight. 7-5 is his record, and he'll be opposed by Tyler Beede, or Beede, not sure how to pronounce that name. He's a 26-year-old, relatively new pitcher, so I haven't had time to watch him play. I don't even know how to say his name. So Belt grounds one over to Ozzie, and there's 2 quick outs for Folty in the top of the first. So we're winding this thing down. And, of course, we will keep tabs on the Washington Nationals game that has just gotten underway. Because if they lose, we don't even have to win this game. But, let's win it. Let's do it right. Let's not go out with a whimper. Let's do this thing proper. So Pomona is in. Says, hello, Braves country. Glad to have you in tonight. And Stover is back under his, third name. So, yeah, welcome everybody on board. Evan Longoria bats third. And it's quickly 0-2 on him. All the coverage tonight brought to you by Bone Crusher's website, vhsbarn.ga. And Folty strikes out Longoria. What a quick inning that was. So, 1, 2, 3, go the Giants. In the top of the first, we head to the bottom of the inning. No score from Atlanta. Braves coming right up next. All right, Marcus Howard, absolutely. Let's take care of this thing tonight. Let's not hang around and milk this thing to the very last week of the season. Let us take care of business tonight. And so Ronald Acuna is up. We know he's got 40 home runs now, and we know he's only 3 away in the stolen base category from that coveted 40-40 mark. He hit number 40 just yesterday. So Beatty is how you pronounce the San Francisco pitcher's name, and he just threw ball 1 to Acuna. Tyler Beatty, 5-9 on the season with a 5.02 ERA. He's a 26-year-old out of Vanderbilt University. There's a foul ball. It's 2-1 on Acuna. So glad you could join us. Again, it is just after happy hour on a Friday. I mean, I got off work less than half an hour ago. I'm ready for this thing and ready for a big sports weekend around here. Pitch to Acuna is low. It's 3-1 on him. We've got the Braves looking to clinch. We have the eyes of the college football world on Athens, Georgia, as Notre Dame comes into town tomorrow night. And that's going to be a huge event. Georgia v. Notre Dame tomorrow. And Ronald Acuna Jr. hits a long foul ball. It's now 3-2 on him. And Bone Crusher, you know him from this channel. I'm sure he's going to be showing up here soon. He will have the Notre Dame game for you tomorrow night. He'll be doing the live Hangout reaction for that on his channel. And that game gets underway at 8 o'clock Eastern. And there's a walk to Acuna, so you know he's going to try to steal a base. And Marcus Howard, yeah, I don't know if I got a new mic since the last time you were here. I don't think I got a new mic, but I figured out some settings that were wrong with it initially, and so it sounds a lot better now. Thanks for noticing that. Yeah, I bought this, I forgot what the brand name is of this mic, but anyway, it's a good one. I got it at Micro Center. So let's see how long it takes for Acuna to try to steal. Well, he doesn't have a chance here because Ozzie just singles, and Acuna hustles around to third base. So unless he steals home here, then he'll have to wait for another at-bat and another chance for a stolen base. Runners on second and third after the double from Ozzie. That's a good way to start this game. And we do have Bone Crusher in cooking some steak tacos on a Friday night. Does it get any better than that? Down by the beach. Hope you got some good quality beef. And so here is Freddie Freeman. Second and third, nobody out. And he launches one the other way. That's going to be a sac fly. Here comes Acuna around to score. And it's 1-0 Braves already. And I believe that is RBI number 120 for Freddie. This guy's just had a great, consistent year. If memory serves, it's the first season in a couple of seasons where Freddie didn't have to spend any significant time on the injured list. In fact, he hasn't been on it at all this year. All right, we've got some folks eating shrimp already. Avery Carnetts is in. I'm sorry, I pronounced your last name wrong, Avery. I'm just going to call you Avery. And Mark Lane says Chicken Friday on the grill. Man, that sounds good. Well, you know what? I've got something pretty good too. It's not homemade, but there's this chain restaurant around the metro Atlanta area called American Deli. They have some really good Philly cheesesteaks. I got one of those that I'm going to warm up in a little bit. Bought it earlier today. And a couple of lemon pepper wings to go along with that. So it looks like we're all eating good on a Friday like we should be doing. So Donaldson is up, and it's 2-0 on him. Runner at second base with 1 out, 1 run already in. All right, Avery says, I ate at Longhorn. You can't fake steak. Hell yes. Donaldson rips one over to third. Unfortunately, it's fielded, and he is thrown out at first. That was a hard hit ground ball, and Evan Longoria took care of that one. 2 outs, runner still at second. So that'll bring up Markakis. 291, 9 home runs, 58 RBIs. Chance for a 2-out RBI for Markakis. So the final homestand of the year for the Braves. Giants in town today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Then the Braves are off Monday. Head to KC for 2 against the Royals. Off Thursday, and then the final series is up in New York. 3 with the Mets. Wearing red on a Friday. It's a Braves home game, which means you got to wear red. That's just how it goes now. Two and 1 to Markakis. Matt Joyce on deck with 2 out. Markakis grounds one over to second, throwing to first in time. So that will do it for the Braves in the first inning. But we do put one on the board. Freddie Freeman's sac fly has made this a 1-0 Braves lead. So we will be back. Coast to Coast will return right after this timeout. Stay with us. We are in the second inning. Fulte coming off a 1-2-3 first. Organic Flat Earth is in. And yes, this is a big night. And Vogt is the batter for San Francisco. Cleanup man, batting .261 on the year. And Organic, hope everything's going well up in Jersey. Hope that garden is doing well. Foul back. It's 2-2 on Vogt. And we are a Braves house. There's no doubt about that. You can tell just by what's on your screen. But we welcome all fans from other teams. And if there are any Giants fans in the house, make sure to hit us up in the dugout. And Mondo is in. Checking in from NoCal, which is where the Giants are situated. But he's all about the Braves. So yeah, we're going to try to have fun tonight. There's a ground ball, and that is fielded by Dansby. Out number one. We're going to have a good time. Hopefully celebrate the East. The East will be ours for a second consecutive year. I did not predict this. I really thought I bought into the Phillies hype. I figured our only shot was at a wild card berth when this whole thing started. And so here's Pilar, and he fouls one into the seats. 0-1. And we've got a treasure hunt.ga blast. Look out. Some Giants collectibles on the low. One is fouled back. Yeah, Mondo, we got a great sports weekend coming up. Football, Braves. Huge weekend all across the country. Oh yeah, and Bone Crusher says, hit us up with a like. Yeah, go ahead and smash that like button, please. And if it's your first time on board, go ahead and give us a subscribe. We got Falcons coming your way on Sunday right here on this channel. Falcons headed up to Indianapolis, and that's a 1 o'clock Eastern start. You see the billboard on your screen. 3-2 to Pilar. And there's first base runner for San Fran. It comes on a check that. It comes on a 1-out walk to Pilar. Here comes Alex Dickerson. And once again, when you see Bone Crusher there in the dugout, if you're a Dogs fan or Notre Dame fan, make sure to hit up his channel. He will bring you that live reaction hangout tomorrow night. Dickerson batting 287, and he gets a hold of this one, and it's into shallow left, and that's where Markakis is patrolling these days. He makes the out. 2 outs, top of the second. And here's an announcement for anybody with parents out there. If your folks have some old VHS tapes and you want to turn those into modern digital media, hit up the Crushers side hustle website, vhsbarn.ga. You see it on the bottom left of your screen. So here's Crawford, 2 out runner on first base, and he fouls one off. It's 1-1. And Bone Crusher will be talking about his new van, or his new 2002 van. Can't wait to see that thing, man. I'm planning on coming down that way in November. Down to the world's most beautiful beaches in Northwest FLA. And Mondo, finally, our weather here in Georgia is probably right about on par with what's going on out in NoCal. We're at 76 at 7:44 on a Friday night, and it's supposed to get down to 58 for the low. So Fulte gets set to deal the 2-2 pitch to Crawford. Here it is. This one is grounded over to second. Ozzie with a soft toss over to Freeman at first, and that is it for the Giants in the second inning. So nothing doing for them. We'll head now to the bottom of the inning. It is the Braves 1 and the Giants nothing. Braves magic number is 1. Matt Joyce leads us off in the bottom of the second inning. 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up for the Braves, and Matt Joyce hits one pretty well. Is that going to get in the gap? No. Nice catch in left field, about 2 steps shy of the warning track. So Matt Joyce retired on the first pitch. Big news out of the NFL. You probably heard this already. Antonio Brown has been cut by the New England Patriots after one game. Here's Brian McCann batting .251, 11 home runs. Had a pretty decent season, all things considered. He spent some time on the injured list. Got off to a pretty good start. Had a pretty good first half of the season. It seems like he's kind of tailed off a little bit in the second half. Not unexpected from the catcher's position. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. Big time shift is on. There's hardly anybody on the left side of the infield. And that's high. It's 2-2. Nationals and Marlins scoreless. That one is in the second inning from Miami. Of course, we'll keep a close eye on that. If the Nationals lose, we win the East. If the Braves win, we win the East. The 3-2 to McCann. That is called strike 3. He is retired, and there's 2 outs in the inning. So with 2 outs, it's Dansby's turn. His season numbers: 249, 17 home runs, 63 RBIs. Just has not been the same. Has not really gotten in any kind of groove since his return from the injured list. And welcome in Mashburn. Here's the 0-1 to Dansby. Strike 2 called. We've got a 7:20 start tomorrow. Max Fried on the mound. And then Sunday, in the final home game of the season, that is a 1:20 local start. Keuchel on the mound for that one. Dallas Keuchel. Has not had a single home run since his return. And he strikes out here. So that will do it for the Braves. In their half of the second, Atlanta up 1-0 over San Francisco. And we're now heading to the third inning on Coast to Coast. Be right back. Mark Lane says, what year did the Giants start sucking? Well, it wasn't that long ago. I mean, if you recall, they won 3 World Series like every other year for a few years there in like starting in 2010. So they've had a good run, but I guess over the last couple of years they've started to taper off. And so we're now in the top of the third. Fulte back out pitching, and Dubon is the batter. 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up for San Francisco in this inning. And Mondo says, thumbs up for your boy. Absolutely. Thumbs up the live. Oh, there's a bouncer to Dansby, but he mishandles it. And that's going to be an error on Dansby. I think he had an error a couple of days ago. So, leadoff man is on. Here is the pitcher, Beatty. And he will almost certainly attempt a bunt. He does, and it's strike 1. Beatty has 1 lone RBI this season. And he misses the second bunt attempt. It's 0-2. We'll run down some scores after this pitch. Here's the 0-2 to Beatty, and that is called strike 3. Sit down. 1 out, runner on first. So the Indians have a 4-0 lead over the Phillies. That one's in the second inning. Yankees and Jays scoreless in the fourth. Baltimore with a 4-2 lead over Seattle. That one's in the third inning. Red Sox and Rays, no score in the third. White Sox 2, Tigers nothing. That one's in the third. Also, Mets and Reds scoreless from Cincinnati in the third inning. And the Nationals have now taken a 1-0 lead over the Marlins. That one's in the third from Miami. It's a final from Chicago, where the Cardinals beat the Cubs 2-1 at Wrigley Field. And then all other action coming your way later tonight. So Yastrzemski, I forgot he was a Giant. He's 0 for 1, and he takes a strike. And he is the grandson of former Boston Red Sox great Carl Yastrzemski, who won the Triple Crown in, I want to say, 1969. And there's a ball. It's 1-1 to Yaz. You know you're old when there's a grandson of a former player that you know playing. Now, granted, Yaz was in the American League, and I think he retired in the early 80s, but I still remember, him as an active player at the tail end of his career. And he gets down a nice bunt, and that's going to be a base hit. So Yastrzemski bunts his way on, and there's runners on first and second with 1 out. So let's hope the Dansby error does not come back to bite us. So So here's first baseman Brandon Belt, 237 on the year, 17 home runs, 57 driven in. And on the first pitch, he pops one into shallow center. Here comes Acuna, runs a long way to get that one. That's out number 2. Acuna covered a lot of ground on that play. So with 2 outs, here's Evan Longoria. Former Tampa Bay Devil Ray, back when they were called that. This season, 257 with 19 home runs. Evan, 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to him. It is called strike 1. And Miami has just tied up the game. It's Nationals 1, Marlins 1. Called strike 2. It's 0-2 on Evan Longoria. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Braves up 1-0 in the 3rd inning. Here's the 0-2. It's outside. Slider outside. Longoria did not bite. San Francisco 74 and 79 on the season. They have been eliminated from playoff contention, and they are currently 3rd in the National League West. And there's a foul ball. It's still 1-2. Oh, right. Yeah, Mark Lane. Well, Secretariat won the Triple Crown in racing and horse racing, and Carl Yastrzemski won it in baseball. It's a fairly rare accomplishment. Miguel Cabrera was the last one who did it. It means you lead the league in batting average, home runs, and RBIs. So here's the 2-2 pitch to Evan Longoria. That one is hit foul down the 3rd baseline. 2-2. Two is inside. 3-2 to Evan Longoria. Runners on first and second will get the head start on this full count with 2 out. .45 pitches for Fulte in the top of the 3rd. Runner steps out of the box. All right, here comes the payoff to Longoria. Swung on a miss, strike three. That's what I'm talking about. So a little bit of a threat there. The error and the bunt had a couple of men on, but Fulte pitches his way out of it. So we head to the bottom of the third inning. It is the Braves 1 and the Giants nothing. Mike Fultonevich leads us off in the bottom of the third. And welcome in Tony Richmond, the pride of Valonia, Arkansas, has checked in. And let's get some runs indeed. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Fulte. Fouled away. Fulte, Acuna, and Ozzy Albies all due up here in the bottom of the third. It's the Friday night showdown. Everybody's wearing red. So Beatty gets set for the pitch. And that one's outside. Good eye, Fulte. One-two bounces up there, and Fulte successfully checked his swing. It's 2-2. Yeah, we're going to clinch this mofo tonight. Nationals and Marlins still tied at 1. That one's in the fourth inning. Fulte grounds one over to first. That is out number 1, and it's time for Acuna. Cubs lost today to the Cardinals. Cubs trying to hang on to that second wild card spot. The Nationals firmly in first in that category. So Acuna walked last time. Here is the pitch. It's a little bit outside. He walked, made it over to third base on the Ozzy double, and then scored the lone Atlanta run. Did not have a stolen base opportunity. He needs 3 more to hit that 40-40 club, and this one is going to be extra bases all the way to the wall. Acuna around first, and he will stop at second. Stand-up double with 1 out. He's certainly getting hot at the right time. Hey, Robert Hendrick, I would love to be able to show you the live game while I talk, but I can't. I cannot do that. That is against the rules. And it could cause my channel to be taken down. Believe me, I wish I could do that. And yeah, Mark Lane, you know those coolers are full of champagne. They got the goggles ready. So here's the 1-0 pitch to Ozzie. Swung and a missed, 1-1. Acuna at second. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Ozzie Albies. Oh, this one's in for a base hit. Here comes Acuna around third. He will score. It's 2-0. And Robert Hedrick, yeah, we can't show you the game, but we do have a good time here hanging out, talking about the game. Pretty lively dugout chat going on. Okay, Mexican is on the road. Okay, man. Well, be safe out there. Keep her between the ditches and keep us right here. We will, of course, keep you updated on the game. If you're able to throw out one more text, where is it that you're headed to? And so 2-0 Braves. And here's Freddie with Ozzie on first base. And there's a strike. 0-1 to Freddie. Freddie, 299, 38 home runs, and 120 ribbies. That is a solid freaking season. Double play, ball over to second, 1 on to first, not in time, so fielder's choice. Freddie on first with 2 out, and it's time for Josh Donaldson. Let's see if Josh can make it rain right about now. .258 on the year, 37 home runs, 89 RBIs. And he's 0 for 1 today. Here comes the pitch. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. It is swung on a missed. All right, Mexican, have a good drive to Eagle Pass, Tejas. Stretch in the 0-2 pitch to Donaldson. Oh boy, strikes out in an ugly 45-foot fastball that bounced the last 15 feet. But it was a good inning for the Braves. We did put up another run. And Acuna scored it again. Acuna scored another run. That's 2 for him tonight and 2 for the Braves. It's 2-0 as we head now to the 4th inning. All right, we're back. Top of the 4th inning. Cleanup man Vogt is batting for San Francisco. He hits this one to shallow center field. Acuna takes care of that. 1 out. There's pitch to Pilar, walked his last time up, and it's fouled away. Robert, do I think the Braves are going to win the World Series? I don't think so. That's my honest opinion. But I've been wrong many times before in my life, and I hope I am this time too. Grounded over to Donaldson. He takes care of that. 2 quick out. And what's up, Master Hutchins? Absolutely. Go Atlanta. Chop on, man. Yeah, absolutely. Safe travels for Mexican, for Golovkin, headed down to the border. And so with nobody on and 2 out, here's Dickerson 0 for 1. And he looks at strike 1. It's a foul ball. It's 0-2 now. And make sure to hit us up with a like and a sub if it's your first time in. If you're an Atlanta sports fan, you have come to the right place. We do Braves, Falcons, and more. And as you can see on my screen, there's a billboard up there that says I will be doing the live reaction Sunday at 1 o'clock for the Falcons at Colts. Here's the 1-2 to Dickerson. It is fouled back. Still 1-2. You'll get all kinds of treats on my channel, including that visit to Wrigley Field on Saturday. Man, the more I think about that experience, I mean, that was just so great, man. That place is so freaking cool. And this is going to be out number 3. Acuna in center catches that one. And we are just cruising right through this thing. So let's take a quick timeout. Braves have a 2-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. You are watching Coast to Coast. My name is A-Bomb, and I will be right back. Here we are in the bottom of the 4th inning, and the Nationals have taken a 4-1 lead over the Marlins. And Markakis leads us off, and he immediately grounds out to second base. 1 out. Markakis is retired. Welcome in, Alabama Man. And Mark Lane, in case you missed the announcement earlier, if you want some live reaction for the huge game going on in Athens tomorrow night, Notre Dame versus UGA, Bone Crusher will be doing the Hangout for that one. So make sure to hit up his channel. And Robert, why were you so eager to see Bumgarner pitch against the Braves tonight? Well, he's a pretty good pitcher. We want to win this damn thing. I don't want to face him. And so Matt Joyce is up. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Nobody on, 1 out. And it's now 1-1. He swings and misses. This is going to be the biggest attended game ever in the history of the Georgia Bulldogs in Athens. Notre Dame coming to town, and there are temporary seats being installed at Sanford Stadium right now as we speak. Not sure how that's going to look or how it's going to work out. They even closed the public schools early today in Athens because of all of the additional traffic Pretty freaking crazy. And thanks, gaming subscribers, for checking in. Yeah, hit us up with a like. Go ahead and do that. Do that. That is your assignment. Hit the like button, smash it, kill it. And then also, if it's your first time on board, sub. You will not be disappointed. And so Matt Joyce draws a free pass. He's on first with one out in the bottom of the fourth. So up steps Brian McCann. That's right, Avery. It is now officially Dooley Field at Sanford Stadium. It's a little bit convoluted, but you got to pay homage to the man who won the championship back in 1980. McCann pops one up, and the second baseman squeezes that one out. Number 2. Braves are going to win this game tonight. I mean, that's what's going to happen tonight. It looks like Washington has a good handle on their game. Last check, it was 4-1 Nats. Let's check it again. We'll keep checking it. So bottom of the fourth in Miami, Nationals have a 4-1 lead over the Marlins. And here's Dansby with 2 out. And Mashburn asks, what happened to Culberson? Well, he's actually okay. He won the Roberto Clemente Award a couple of days ago for the most outstanding Braves player in their community. Outstanding Braves player in his community, and he won that award. He looked pretty good out on the field. There was no sign that he got smashed in the face just a few days ago. And so Dansby flies out to right field. That's going to retire the side. And the Braves now head to the 5th inning. Looking good right now. It is 2-0 Atlanta. And Coast to Coast will be right back. I'm A-Bomb. Stay tuned. So we're already in the 5th inning. Crawford leads things off for the Giants. Fulte with 56 pitches. Pretty economical as we're in the top of the 5th. Oh yeah, Bone Crusher knows all about the wiregrass. Otherwise known as God's Country. 2-1 pitch to Crawford. That one's grounded over to second. There's out number 1. 7, 8, and 9 batters due up for the Giants here in the 5th. And you cannot get to Panama City Beach without going through the wiregrass. And so here's Mike Fultonevich. He is 0 for 1. And check that. Fulte is pitching. And Dubon is 0 for 1. He reached on an error. All right, Crusher's reporting 18 likes. Yeah, keep them coming. Thanks so much, guys. Lively dugout conversation tonight. We've got Mexican for Golovkin on the road, trying to stay awake. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it is bounced up there, 1-2. Braves just 2 more games at home during the regular season, tomorrow and Sunday. Then it's off to Kansas City for a short 2-game series, and then up to New York for 3 with the Mets to close out the season. And there's strikeout number 4 from Fulte. Dubon is retired, and here comes the pitcher. Oh man, there's that morning co-host position in Dothan, man. I gotta think hard about that one. I mean, Dothan's got a lot of listeners out there. If you've ever been on the Ross Clark Circle at rush hour, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so Fulte makes quick word of Beatty. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. 3-pitch strikeout, and that'll do it for the Giants in the 5th inning. So we head to the bottom of the 5th on the Friday night showdown. Braves magic number is 1, and we will be right back for the resumption of this game as we head now to the bottom of the 5th. All right, we're back in the bottom of the fifth. Fulte leads off. San Francisco pitcher Beatty is still out there. He's only thrown 54 pitches, has not pitched a bad game at all. Fulte's just been a little bit better up to this point. One and two on Fulte. Hey, Falcons fans, make sure to join us Sunday for the big game. And Fulte is going to reach on an infield hit. Went off the pitcher's glove, so it slowed it down just enough. By the time the shortstop had it, it was too late. So Fulte reaches with a leadoff base hit of the infield variety. And Alabama man, who is the Tide playing tomorrow? Who do you guys have tomorrow? The biggest game without question in college football this weekend is Notre Dame at Georgia. Okay, Southern Miss. Yeah, not exactly a huge game for Alabama. And Acuna gets a hold of this one. There is home run number 41. Opposite field blast. 2-run bomb. And Fulte coming around third. That was great. Fulte reaches on an infield hit, and then Acuna follows it up with an opposite field blast. Number 42. Number 41 for Acuna, that is. And somebody asked if I'm going to do the game tomorrow. Probably not. Unless the Braves lose tonight and the Nationals lose and we still have that magic number of 1, I will do tomorrow's game. But if we clinch tonight, I'm going to be over on Crusher's channel, hanging out over there watching that Georgia and Notre Dame game. So nobody out. 2 runs already in. It's 4-0 Braves, and here's Ozzy. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Couple of singles. How about this Acuna guy? Rookie of the year last year. Follows it up with a even better second season. No sophomore jinx here. And a big shout to one of our new subscribers tonight is one of my coworkers from work, Eric House. Appreciate him for giving us a sub tonight. And there's a strikeout. Ozzy is retired on strikes out number 1 in the bottom of the 5th. And it's time for Freddie Freeman to step in. Here's pitch to Freddie. That one swung on a miss. Nationals and Marlins now 4-2 Nationals. Marlins put up another run, and it's only a 2-run game in the 5th inning from Miami. One to Freddie. Does it pop up? Is it going to stay in play? No. or yes. What a hell of a play. Holy cow, what a catch on that foul ball by the San Francisco. Was that the shortstop? Crawford? Let's see that again. Hell of a play. Caught it right in front of the Giants dugout. Wow. So there's 2 outs, nobody on base, and here is the bringer of rain. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Average at 3. Check it, average 257, and he looks at a ball. So Braves doubled up their lead here in the bottom of the 5th on an Acuna 2-run bomb. Let's see what Donaldson can do. He's 0 for 2 tonight. That's ball 2. Three and 0 to Donaldson. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Josh. It is right through there, 3-1. He was taking all the way. Pitch number 70 for Beatty is swung on and missed. So it's a full count on Josh Donaldson. Braves magic number down to 1. And this score is looking real good. Donaldson fouls one back, still 3-2. Max Fried scheduled to go tomorrow for the Braves. See if he can make up for getting blown out in his last start. Another foul ball, still 3-2 to Josh. Welcome in Austin Connor. Here comes the 3-2. It is bounced over to shortstop. There's a throw to first, and the side is retired. But it was a good one for the Braves. We put up 2 more. And we are keeping the party going on a Friday night showdown. Braves magic number 1. Score is 4-0 Atlanta. And we will be back for the 6th inning right after this on Coast to Coast. My name's A-Bomb. Thanks for being with us tonight. Here we go, top of the 6th. And immediately we've got a base hit from the Giants. He's trying to stretch it into 2, and he will. So before we could even start, Yastrzemski, grandson of Carl Yastrzemski, is on with a leadoff double to start the Giants' 6th. That's his 19th of the year. And welcome in Matthew Gibson. Go Braves. Welcome in Austin Connor again. Yeah, Acuna did slam that one. That was a no-doubter. But the Giants have a runner on second base with nobody out. And here's Brandon Belt, 0 for 2, batting second tonight. Fouls away the pitch. It's 0-1. Ground ball over to second base. Toss to Freddie. That is out number 1. Runner advances to third base with 1 out. So with a runner on third and 1 out, that sends up Evan Longoria. Sac fly would bring in a run for the Giants. Walking Legend is in the house. Our magic number is down to 1. 1 slim game. If we win this one, the East is ours. Oh, nice play. Donaldson looks the runner back to third and throws on to first. Wow. We've said it time and again. Donaldson, he can make it rain, but he can also flash the leather. I would give him the gold glove at third, except there's a guy named Nolan Arenado who will win it instead. So the Nationals and Marlins still at it. Nationals up 4-2 on Miami, and that one is in the 5th inning. And so runner on third with 2 outs, and here's Vogt. Yeah, Legend, you guys might have just spoiled the Cubs season. They lost again tonight to the Cardinals. It's 0-2 to Vogt. Cubs lost 2-1 and to St. Louis today, up in Wrigley. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on a missed. Fulte gets out of the jam. San Francisco had the golden opportunity to score, and they do not score. Hell to the yes. So let's head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's get some more. Let's get greedy. It's 4-0 Braves on a Friday night from Atlanta. All right, so here we are in the bottom of the 6th. Markakis leads us off. Braves up 4-0. And Beatty still out there. And that's ball 1 to Nick. Markakis scorches one the other way. Nice play. Pilar in center field lays out, backhands that one, and saves extra bases. So Markakis out number 1 in the bottom of the 6th. So here's Matt Joyce. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk, and he looks at ball 1. One bounces up there. It's 2-0 to Matt Joyce. Make sure to check out our official sponsor. If you or your parents have any VHS tapes that need to be digitized, check out the bottom left of your screen. And Matt Joyce singles to center field. He's on with a 1-out single. That'll bring up McCann. Here's pitch to Brian McCann. It's a foul ball. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Brian McCann. Runner on first, 1 out. Fouled away, it's 0-2. Hope everybody had a good dinner. There was some stuff being thrown on the grill, some chicken. And there were some steak tacos, some carne asada being made. Here's the 0-2 pitch, so hope that all worked out well for everybody involved. I'm going to wait until this game is over to chow down on my Philly cheesesteak and lemon pepper wings. Oh, yeah. A little bit outside. It's 2-2 to McCann. Hit us up with a like if you have not done that. Thanks so much. And also, if it's your first time on board, hit the subscribe. And maybe even the notification bell if you're bold enough to do that. And we just saw this going across the wire. The Marlins have extended Don Mattingly's contract for another 2 years. That works for me. Keep on being mediocre. McCann gets a hold of one. Forget about it. 2-run blast, McCann. It's 6-0 Braves. A 2-run home run, and McCann's 12th of the season. Yes. You can put that on the board. Yes. Bottom of the 6th, 6-0 Atlanta. That is what's up on a Friday night on Coast to Coast with A-Bomb. Number 12 on the year for BMAC. Touch 'em all, McCann. That one was high in the air. The control tower in Atlanta at the airport is tracking that one on radar. Next man up, Dansby grounds one over the pitcher, and that's out number 2. Oh, hell, Mondo. He says, I'm going to Pier 39 in Frisco for the chowder. So here's Mike Fultonevich. 2 outs, nobody on base. He is 1 for 2 tonight. He has scored on a home run himself. I believe it was Acuna's blast, where Fulte was on first. Oh, and 2 on Fulte. Home runs tonight for McCann and Acuna, both 2-run blasts. And the 0-2 to Fulte. That's outside. Welcome in, Michael Robinette. Chop on indeed. Fulte out on strikes. The Braves are now retired in the 6th inning, but another 2-run bomb. This time it was from Brian McCann. Braves looking good tonight. 6-0. We'll be right back. Top of the 7th, Pilar leads off. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Had a great catch in the outfield earlier. This one's hit pretty far. Back to the wall. Acuna up against the wall. Catches it for out number 1. That was a scare. Nationals have taken a 5-2 lead over the Marlins. Hopefully that matters not if our score here in Atlanta holds. We'll go over the entire Major League Baseball scoreboard as soon as this one goes final. And the champagne is flowing. Right about that time, we'll bring you all the scores from around baseball. Here's Dickerson 0 for 2. And Fulte has really been pitching well. Like, with each start, it seems like he gets even better. I did not see this coming. He was pitching so horribly and had all those, mental things going on earlier. This one is a fly ball. Acuna runs in about 20 steps, hustles and makes the out. That's out number 2. Fly out to center field. And Dickerson is retired. 2 outs, top of the 7th. But man, Fulte has looked so good. And, he didn't look so good after he came back from that stint at AAA Gwinnett either. It took him, a good 6 starts or so before you really started seeing the improvement. And now he has hit his stride at exactly the right time. All right, Richmond, good job. Foster parents. So, yeah, way to go on that, man. That is definitely, heroes don't wear capes all the time. And meantime, we've got out number 3. Batter flies out to left field. That'll take care of the Giants in the 7th inning. Time to stretch in Atlanta. We are just breezing right through this game. And it is all good news from the stadium, where the Braves have a 6-0 lead on San Francisco. I am A-Bomb, coast to coast. Gonna hit a short break, and we'll be right back. All right, Acuna's up again. Bottom of the 7th. 2-run home run last time up. 41st home run of the year. Still needs 3 more stolen bases for the 40-40 club. You can't steal a base when you hit a home run. Two and one on Acuna. He's 2 for 2 tonight. All right, Westbrooks, thanks for that update. Chase Elliott starting 3rd at Richmond. A little short track racing on a Saturday night. Does it get any better than that? 2-2 pitch is fouled off. Still 2-2 to Acuna, leading off in the bottom of the 7th. Braves up 6-zip. Okay, Westbrooks, well, as you see the billboard on your screen, we'll be doing it again this Sunday at 1 o'clock. Falcons, Colts. Way high, it's 3-2. Yeah, Westbrooks cut it off for a second. I had to cough. Thanks for noticing, though. We always appreciate anybody monitoring our audio and video. All right. So here's the 3-2 pitch to Acuna. Woo, lucky walk. That should have been strike 3, but Acuna will take the leadoff walk. Yeah, you're right, Westbrooks. It was an ugly win, but we'll take the ugly win over the pretty loss anytime. Yeah, Matt Ryan's already got 5 INTs on the year. And he only had like 9 or something last year. Okay, so here's Ozzy Albies. 2 for 3 on the night. Looks at strike 1. That appeared to be a makeup call from the last pitch to Acuna. Fouled away. It's 0-2 on Albies. Freddie Freeman on deck, and then after that, it's the bringer of rain. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Ozzy. Foul back. Actually, it was FC Cincinnati who that's who the Atlanta United were playing yesterday, or the day before. Ozzy with a little bloop hit. That's gonna no, it's not gonna fall in. Center fielder grabs that one. Nice play by him. That's out number 1, and that sends Acuna back to first base. Hang tight. Gotta go crank up the AC just a sec. And here is Freddie. He's 0 for 2 tonight. 1 out, runner on first base. Braves up 6-0 in the bottom of the 7th. And there's a new pitcher. Smith is on the hill for the Giants right now. Pitch to Freddie. Fouled back. It is 0-1. All right, wow, we've clicked up to 288 subs. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate a strong performance in the dugout tonight by everybody. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside. Donaldson on deck, and then after that, it is McCann. Nats up 5-3 now. Nationals 5, Marlins 3 in the 6th inning. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Freddie Freeman. Double play ball over to second for 1, back to first 2. So Freddie Freeman grounds into the inning-ending double play. That'll do it for the Braves in the 7th inning. But the good news is that we're up 6-0. All right. So we will now be back for the 8th inning. It is getting late in Atlanta. Giants gonna have to score really quick if they expect to do anything here. So we'll be right back. Braves up 6-0. This is A-Bomb and Coast to Coast. All right, we are back. Fulte still on the hill on the top of the 8th. He has really been lights out, and it looks like he's going to earn. And first the pitch to Dubon. It's swung on a missed 0-2. Looks like Fulte is going to be in that playoff rotation at maybe like the number 2 starter. The way it looks now, Soroka is probably going to be your game 1 starter, but Folty looks like he should be the game 2 starter. Ground ball back to Folty. Little tapper, and he throws out the runner. There's out number 1 in the 8th. So here is pinch hitter Davis in for the Giants in the 9th spot. Not exactly a great line on him. He's got a 130 average and about... He's only played in a couple of games. He's a recent call-up for the Giants. Getting some action in for him. September call-up. And it's quickly 1 and 2 on Davis. Comes the 1-2 pitch. That's quick work of Davis. 7th strikeout for Folty tonight. And he's cruising. 87 pitches in the 8th inning. Okay, here is the pitch to leadoff man, Yastrzemski. He's had a good night tonight. 2 for 3, had a double, had a bunt single earlier. One and one to Yaz. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Out of play. 1 and 2 quickly. This game is just 2 hours old and we're already in the 8th inning. What's going on, Corbin? Thanks for being here with us. You know what? I don't do a lot of NCAA football, but the Bone Crusher does. In fact, he has the Georgia Notre Dame game reaction hangout for you tomorrow night. But yeah, I do follow it. Absolutely, I follow it. But my live streams are mostly baseball, which are Braves games, and then the Falcons, NFL. And we'll throw an occasional Atlanta United here and there. And so Yaz continues his hot night. He is 3 for 4. That's a 2-out single for him. He's on first with a couple of outs, top of the 8th. And now it's time for Brandon Belt. And go ahead and hit us up with a like and or subscribe. We've got 60 in the dugout. Thanks so much, guys. Yeah, this is a momentous kind of occasion if you're a Braves fan. San Francisco has only 4 more outs to go before we declare ourselves NL East victors. All right, Corbin, going to the Braves game tomorrow, man. Good job. I wish I was going tomorrow. But I do plan on going to at least one playoff game. I do plan on doing that. And as always, we'll bring you some live action from SunTrust Field when I do show up at the yard. Brandon Belt pops one into shallow center. Acuna has that, and that is out number 3 in the top of the 8th. Yes, we were getting close to this thing. Giants only have 3 more outs to go. Donaldson, Markakis, and Ortega all coming up for the Braves in the bottom of the 8th. We'll see if we add a little bit more insurance. When we come back, this is Coast to Coast with A-Bomb. Okay, bottom of the 8th. And new Giants pitcher, Menez. And Josh Donaldson at the plate. He's 0 for 3. And Bone Crusher's got another Treasure Hunt.ga blast. 2010 Giants World Series mug. Yeah, Robert, the Chicago White Sox were in town. What was it, just a couple of weeks ago? Yeah, way to go there. 2-1 count on Donaldson. 3-1 count on Donaldson. All right, we've got an Athens resident in the house. Way to go. I used to live in Athens. Bone Crusher used to live in Athens. It's a great place to be. I would love to move back to Athens someday. I don't live too far. I'm only about a 45-minute drive away off of Highway 316 from Gwinnett County into beautiful Athens, GA. Great place to be, my friend. And so we got a runner on first. What happened there? Let's see. Okay, Donaldson walked. And so Markakis is up. Nobody out, and 1 runner on. Markakis is 0 for 3 tonight. He looks at ball too. Okay. Lives in Winder, works in Athens. It's a pretty short commute. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Markakis. This one is put in play, and the left fielder Dickerson makes the catch, so there's 1 out. Markakis retired. Runner on first, 1 out, and up comes... Who is this? Up comes to the plate none other than Rafael Ortega. All right, can I get 1,000 subs? Says I live in Bainbridge. I have heard of Bainbridge. And first pitch to Ortega's right through there, 0-1. Hit us up with a like. We would appreciate that. Hit us up with a subscribe. We would appreciate that even more. If you like Braves, especially the playoffs, we'll have all that for you coming up on this channel. Ortega flies out in foul territory. That's out number 2. First baseman took care of that one. If you're a Falcons fan, we also have that for you. And everybody in Athens that's excited about Georgia versus Notre Dame tomorrow, Bone Crusher will have that one for you. And Crusher, you're welcome to post the link to your channel here in the dugout so everybody can go over to your channel and subscribe. And so here is McCann. Hit a 2-run bomb last time up. We've got Albany checking in. Thanks so much, Isaac. That ball gets away. Donaldson advances to second base, and it's 2-0 on McCann. Yeah, huge sports weekend around Georgia, Atlanta, Athens. You know, a lot of stuff going on this weekend. This big game tonight with the Braves. Got Notre Dame, Georgia tomorrow, and then Falcons, Colts on Sunday. Falcons looking to improve to 2-1. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Brian McCann. This one is hammered foul, however, this time. It had the home run distance, but foul. So it's 2-1. Well, Marlins are just a little bit closer. Nationals 5, Marlins 4 now in the 7th inning. Swings and misses. McCann now with a 2-2 count. Here comes a 2-2 pitch with 2 outs to McCann. Runner on second. That's downstairs, 3-2. Dansby Swanson would be next. Well, that one gets away. That's ball 4. So Donaldson's able to advance to third. And McCann is now on first. Runners on the corners, 2 outs for Dansby. Welcoming Christopher Simmons. And here comes the Giants manager, Bruce Bochy. He is going to make the Jitterbug Wireless call to the bullpen. So we'll step aside for that. Braves up 6-0 In the bottom of the 8th, we've got a pitching change. New pitcher for the Giants, Anderson Franco. So he's up there to face Dansby Swanson with 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Bottom of the 8th inning. Braves up 6-0. And here's the pitch to Dansby, who is 0 for 3 tonight. And that's a ball. Swings and misses. It's 1-1 to Dansby. It's a shame, man. He was so hot before he hit that injured list stint back a couple of months ago, and he really has not gotten it together yet. I mean, he was batting second before all that started. Now he's been relegated to the 8th spot. And he's about to fly out to center field. Check that to the second baseman. Grabs that one. And so that'll do it for the Braves in the 8th inning. So last chance for the Giants before we clinch this thing. 3, 4, and 5 batters due up. Next for San Fran. We'll be back for all of the fun coming up in the top of the 9th. Next on Coast to Coast. All right, that's going to do it for Fulte. What a great performance he had tonight. Josh Tomlin is now in to try to close this one out. And yeah, man, don't even get me started on the Waffle House. That is my favorite restaurant. I've probably eaten at Waffle House more than any other restaurant. I've got one a mile from me or less. I live in Gwinnett County, which is home of Waffle House. The corporate headquarters are in this county, and there are so many Waffle Houses around here. I've got like 3 or 4 within just a couple of mile radius. All right, so here we go. Last chance for the Giants. 3 more outs to go, and the Braves will clinch the East. So Evan Longoria leads us off here in the top of the 9th, and it's a 1-1 count on him. There's going to be out number 1. It was a little grounder to Tomlin. Underhand toss to Freddie Freeman at first. Out number 1. So since it's pretty apparent that the Braves are going to wrap this one up tonight, we will not have any stream for you until we get to next week. Falcons, however, come your way Sunday at 1 o'clock right here. Falcons Colts from Indianapolis. If you want to hang out and watch that game with me, I will be right here for that. And welcome in Eric Bevel. Yeah, Waffle House hasn't made it out to California yet, but you guys have. I'm sure there's something just as good out there, out in Cali. You guys have so many restaurants out there. So here's Vote, the cleanup man with nobody on and 1 out. There's a base hit right up the middle through into center field for a 1-out single. Yeah, Danny, Waffle House is mostly in the South. There is a location or 2 in Chicago, and Texas has some, Texas is the South, but they're kind of Southwest. But once you get west of Texas and Illinois, yeah, you won't find any more of those. So how about a double play? Wouldn't that be cool? Right here. Magic number is 1. And the pitch is a little bit inside. 2. Whoever this batter is, not sure who's up for Frisco here. Must be a pinch hitter because they don't have his name on the screen. There we go. Shaw is pinch hitting. Oh, nice play. Freddie Freeman tags the bag, and that's out number 2. Ball was hit right to Freddie. He dove for it, got the ball, tagged the bag with his glove, and that's out number 2. Runner did advance to second base. One more out to go, folks. Let's see how things are doing down in Florida. Well, the Nationals have taken a 6-4 lead over the Marlins. That one's in the 7th inning. Don't think it's going to matter worth a damn, though, because the Braves are about to take care of business on their end. So here's Dickerson, 0 for 3, and Tomlin deals, and that's swung on a miss. Braves fans on their feet in Atlanta at SunTrust. It is getting loud up in here. One 1-0 pitch. This one hit to shallow center. Acuna comes in, and the Braves are your NL East champions. Hell yes. 2 consecutive years. Your final score from the ballpark, Atlanta 6. San Francisco, nothing. One hell of a performance from Mike Fultonevich. And the Braves are your NL East Division champions, and they're going crazy on the field. Soak it all in, Braves fans. This is your time. All right, man. San Francisco players in their dugout looking pretty grim. They're like, we don't want to watch this. Blooper out on the field waving the NL East flag. And so one hell of a night. Dominating performance by Fulte. And honk that horn, Braves fans. Can I get a hell yes? And how about this, Philadelphia and Washington? Tell me how my ass tastes. All right, man, what a pleasure it was bringing this one to you tonight. What a great crowd we have. We're going to run down the scores around baseball before we get the hell out of here. So the Indians have a 5-2 lead on the Phillies. That one's in the 8th inning. Blue Jays 4, Yankees 3. That one's in the 8th. It's a final from Baltimore where the Orioles beat the Mariners 5-3. In the 8th, in Tampa Bay, the Rays have a 3-2 lead over the Red Sox. In the 8th inning from Detroit, the White Sox have a 10-1 lead over the Tigers. It's in Cincinnati, bottom of the 8th. Mets have a 5-0 lead on the Reds there. And in a game that we no longer give a damn about, the Nationals have a 6-4 lead over the Marlins. That one's in the 8th. We don't give a damn anymore about what happens in that game. Go ahead, Nationals, just win out for the year. We'll be happy with that. The Cardinals beat the Cubbies from Wrigley Field tonight. Your final score, St. Louis 2, Chicago 1. Astros have a 6-4 lead over the Angels in the 5th. Brewers 3, Pirates nothing in the 6th inning. And finally, the Twins have a 2-0 lead over Kansas City over the Royals in the 5th inning. In all other games, we got the Rockies and Dodgers later on in about 20 minutes. We've also got the Rangers at the A's and the Diamondbacks at the Padres. So, great crowd in the dugout tonight. Thanks for all the subs and the likes. You guys were amazing. Appreciate that so much. So before we get out, we'll ask you to like and subscribe one more time on your way out. And we also ask you to check out Bone Crusher's channel. If you are a Georgia Bulldogs fan, he will be bringing you UGA versus Notre Dame tomorrow night. So good news from Atlanta. And let's go ahead and change that magic number up there on my screen. It is no longer 1. It is now a big fat goose egg. So the Braves are winners tonight and your 2019 NL East champs. Thank you so much for joining us. I will see you next time. In fact, that will be Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, as the Falcons and Colts get underway from Indianapolis. See you next time. Good night, America. Coast to Coast will return next time.